Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and this is Canadian Cards.
Hey guys, Mike here from Canadian Cards. It is January 31st. Another year has closed us, come and gone, closed off, and I'm just doing the part 3 of my installment of my top 50 pickups of 2019. Now these are just cards. I've got other stuff that I've picked up. From the national autographs and stuff like that. But, for the most part, I think most of us show off our cards, not memorabilia and stuff. So I thought I'd stick with this theme. So anyways, number 14. 2016 Upper Deck Young Guns, Mitch Marner in a PSA 10. I've got a couple of these. I've stood by it. I still think he's better than Matthews in the long run. I mean, he's almost up there with the same amount of points, and he missed 5 to 8 games with an injury. So I just think this is going nowhere but up if people are smart about it. I could be wrong, but that's just my hunch. At number 13, picked this up in the summertime at a local show. 1997 Fleer David Arias, also known as David Ortiz. Big Poppy, that's in a PSA 10. I'm sure this gentleman is going to be in the Hall of Fame. And I seen it and I had to have it, being a Red Sox fan, even though he's in his Twins uniform when he first started out. Still a beautiful card. At number 12, again, guys, these are in no particular order. These in my top 10, it's pretty close. Again, it was difficult. 1960 Sandy Koufax in a PSA 6. Just, again, my thoughts on these 1960 cards are absolutely stunning. Lots of color, good pop. You get the black and white action image with the color photograph of them. I think it's fantastic. Great shape for a 6. Number 11, 1969 Topps Roberto Clemente, Bob Clemente, PSA 6. I got this in that vintage pickup, and one of the ones I sent off, and just think it's a great image. Those old Pirates uniforms, the sleeveless ones with the long sleeve undershirt, great color on the back, beautiful card. At number 10, back to the 1960 Topps, Stan the Man Musial and a PSA 7. Again, this one's just a beautiful card. Happy to have that in my collection. Bought a lot of 3 of them, and was really, really happy when they came in the mail. I grabbed those off of eBay, so pretty excited about those. 14, 13, 12, 11. Number 9. You guys know I PC Carl Yastrzemski. Picked this up 1962 in a PSA 5. Probably will upgrade this at some other time, but got a good deal on this and could not say no, especially as it's one I needed. great image. Love the wood grain. It is a little top to bottom off-centered, but nonetheless a beautiful card. Next up, probably the hottest hockey player on the planet. 2015 Upper Deck Connor McDavid in the PSA 10. This card's going to soar. I know the Crosby's up there somewhere around 1,1500, and I just think this card has so much potential to move up. I picked this up in the summertime in a trade, and I think it's gone up about 100 to 150 bucks already. If this guy never wins a Stanley Cup, I think it'll still go up, but once he wins a Stanley Cup, I think that'll be it. This card will soar. So happy to have that in my collection. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, final 7. This one was one of my PSA first submissions. Love this card. It's a 1962 post-Canadian Mickey Mantle. There's 2 different variations of this, and these were hand cut, so I sent it in as it was, and I got a PSA 4, but that's okay. Beautiful card. Just it's Canadian content. This one, 163 hits, 4th time in. I forget the other variation, what it is, but it's a blank back, and I love my Mantle cards, and that will sit nicely in the PC. Down to the top 6. At number 6, just recently picked this up. Beautiful 1965 Topps Carl Yastrzemski and a PSA 8. Not a big fan of the image. Looks like he's lost a pop fly in the outfield, but nonetheless, it's a great card. Great centering. The centering on the back's a little, top to bottom this way. The centering's off because there's not much border there. But still a beautiful image and a fantastic card. Also from 1965, picked up this Topps Mickey Mantle. World Series Game 3, Mantle's clutch home run. Got this in a PSA 8. Grabbed this a little while ago off of eBay. Just a great image, great centering. Just a fantastic card. As I look, maybe the top to bottom, same thing. It's kind of uneven top and bottom on the side view, but maybe that's the way those are supposed to be. I'm not an expert, don't pretend to be. Just love that card and happy it's in my PC. At number 4, picked this up at the National. Quick story about this. I seen one pretty much looked exactly the same. Guy wanted, and this wasn't the one I seen, but it was a 6, and he wanted about 160 bucks for it. And I looked at it, almost pulled the trigger, and like everyone says, if you pull the trigger right away, you're probably going to kick yourself. I know the centering's terrible, but the fact that I have his rookie card, being a Dallas Cowboys fan, I went to 2 tables away within 15 minutes, and same card, not the exact same card, but a Staubach rookie and a PSA 6. Guy wanted 85 bucks for it, almost half the cost. So I sure am glad I held it off. I sneakily said, you know, could you do any better? And he even knew. He said, no, it's already priced to go, and tell you what, I'll give it to you for 80 bucks. And the deal was done. So happy to have a Staubach in my collection. Guy's the epitome of class, both on and off the field. So at number 3 pickup, I gave away one of these in my 100 sub contest in an SGC4. I did upgrade this to a PSA 6. Picked this one up, hence why I gave away the 4. I'm sure it would have been nice if I gave away the 6, but unfortunately that was staying in my collection. So happy to add this 66 Mickey Mantle in a 6. Beautiful color, beautiful registration. Little off left to right on the centering, but a beautiful card number nonetheless. Picked this one up in the summer and was ecstatic to get it into my collection. Nolan Ryan rookie card, 1968 Topps. Probably one of the most sought after rookie pitchers, the modern era. Got this in a PSA 5 along with Jerry Koosman there on the left. And again, the centering's not the greatest, but you know, I kind of watch these from time to time at the possibility of upgrading to a 7. Prices are astronomical. Actually, what I paid for this back in the summer, I showed you guys in my part 2 series, I picked up a 82 Topps Cal Ripken autograph PSA DNA slab along with this, and I got the pair of them for 450 Canadian. So I know that's gone up in value. Not that it matters, but it's staying in my collection. I don't think the only time I think I'd move this is if I upgraded to like a 6 or a 7, but the way the prices are going, I'm happy with the 5 right now. And number 1 for 2019, this guy to me is the epitome of class. I watched this guy a lot from, you know, when I started becoming a Red Sox fan, Game 6 of the 75 World Series, when Fisk hit that homer and willed it out against the Big Red Machine. Yastrzemski's rookie from 1960 and a PSA 6. That will never leave my collection again unless I pick up a higher grade, but they're very, very expensive. I'm just happy I got that in my collection. Decent centering, a little off left to right, top to bottom's fine, and the back seems off again left to right. But there you have it, guys. There's my number 1 pickup for 2019. Like I said, this was really hard. I had a hard time choosing 50. I took out, I think, about 120 cards, whittled it down to 100, and then I was going to do 100, and I thought, no, that's too much. I could have done numerous segments, but I wanted to get this in before New Year's. So that's what I got from my top 50. Anyways, I'm just going to do a little on-camera thing, and we'll turn this around. So there you have it, guys. My top 50 pickups of 2019. I just you know, with the year coming to an end this evening, I just think it would be prudent of me to say a few words to you guys in the community. I had been watching YouTube baseball card videos, hockey card, whatever, football, probably from about October of 2018 till I started. I think the third week in May was my introduction video. It's been nothing but remarkable. The people in this community are fantastic. You meet a lot of friends. You talk to people. I mean, I went to my first national in Chicago in August, 3 months after making my first video. Sorry, 2 months, about 9 weeks. And you know, I had Mike Baseball Collector's cell number, and he shot me, and he had mine. He shot me a text and he said, "Are you here yet?" And I said, "I am." And he met me, took me around, introduced me to everybody, was nothing short of a great host. You know, it was intimidating at first. I see these guys on YouTube, and you know, you guys are all, you know, believe it or not, I've said it before, but we're all, I guess, I mean this loosely, we're pseudo celebrities. A lot of people watch our videos from afar and don't know us, and you know, never get the opportunity to get to know us. But since May, I've made so many friends on YouTube. It's probably the best thing that's happened to me in quite a while. You know, I've got a lot of great friends. None of them collect cards. I think I've told the story before. Even when I was in high school, walking home after football practice, I would sneak into the corner store, and, you know, my buddies were getting a soft drink or a Gatorade or what have you. You know, I was buying hockey and baseball cards, and they kind of laughed and said, like, you know, "What are you, 10 years old?" And I said, "Yeah, pretty much." Now, years later, they come over to my place. If they see stuff sitting out, they want to know about it. And, you know, they kick themselves because they thought, geez, that would have been something I really would have loved to have gotten into. But at the time, you know, too cool. They were too cool. I wasn't. I was the nerd that collected cards. And I'm happy I was that nerd from our group. But I can't say enough about the people in the community. Met so many people, had open mic discussions, chats off of YouTube, emails, text messages, Facebook messages. It's been really fantastic. You guys are a great group of people. And with tonight closing out, whatever your plans are, guys, please be safe. You know, you hate to see or hear about tragedies. No matter where you are, there's always something that happens over the holidays that is really tugs at the heartstrings, because it's such a time for family and friends and to celebrate each other and your friendships and stuff. And you know, that's my message. Just be safe. If you're going out and you're having a few drinks, make sure you call a cab, a taxi, an Uber, whatever your mode of transportation is. Leave your keys at home. Just bring a house key. With that, I want to wish everyone all the best for 2020. Look forward to all of your videos. I don't always get to comment on all the videos, but trust me, I watch them all. And there's some great content out there. It's great knowledge. A lot of people sharing their knowledge. Eric, And that's what we need. You know, nobody knows everything, and it's always great to learn. And thanks to everyone who's subbed to me, taken the time to make a comment, liked the video, even those who have not liked the video, who have unsubbed. That's okay too. We shouldn't be here for the subs. We should do this because it's what we like to do, and we don't need personal gratification. We need the self gratification that, hey, I want to show off my latest pickups or something new in my collection. That's what matters. And for other people to see it and say, hey, that's great, whatever it is. So again, thanks everyone. Have a safe and happy New Year's, and we'll see you all in 2020. Cheers.